Oh boy, we have Susan up here. She's wearing these Irish antlers today.
I gotta keep it spicy. So we have Roger Tincknell here, back with us. He was here last year for 4th of July. I loved his music, and we had.
Now this is called the Wild Rover. You're gonna love this song if you've never heard it, especially when you get to sing it. Remember, 4 times you're gonna have to clap your hands. I've been a wild rover for many a year. I spent all me money on whiskey and beer. But now I've returned with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. You've got it, the wild rover no more. I went down to the alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady, me money's all spent. Oh dear. Well, I asked her for credit, but she answered me nay. Such credit like yours, haha, I could get any day. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more. I will play the wild rover no more. Well, I took from me pockets 10 sovereigns bright. Oh, then the landlady's eyes, well, they opened wide with delight. She said, oh, I'll have some beer and some wine of the best, and then I'll take you upstairs and I'll show you the rest. And it's no, nay, never. All right, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover no more. I'll go home to me parents. I'll confess what I've done. I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And if they caress me as oft times before, well, I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover no more. Let's all sing it. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover no more. Wild Rover! Now you're probably wondering, is the guy ever gonna sing something I know? I really know. Of course we are, right now, as a matter of fact. In fact, we're gonna sing this one in 2 different keys, so if you have an excuse to say the first time we sing it, oh, it's not good for my voice, it's too low. You don't have that excuse, because I'll sing it again later a little higher. So everybody gets a chance. All right. Now, this song, everybody knows the chorus. You may not have heard the lovely verses. So I'm gonna start with the chorus and then sneak in those beautiful verses. If you know them, please sing it with me. My wild Irish rose, sweetest flower, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare to my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from that wild Irish rose. Now if you listen, I'll sing you a sweet little song of a flower that's now dead and gone. Yet dearer to me than all of its mates, though each holds aloft its proud head. It was given to me by a girl that I know. Since we've met, faith, I've known no repose. She is dearer by far than the world's brightest star, and I call her my wild Irish rose, my wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare to my wild Irish rose, my wild Irish rose, oh, the dearest flower that grows. And someday, for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. Now, I was going to invite people to dance to this beautiful waltz, but look over there. Oh, come on, don't stop now. We have some young ladies over there doing a waltz sitting down. And as soon as I say something, they stop. Ah, that's the way it is. If you do it again, you know what? If you keep that waltz moving there, get everybody in the mood, you can all start swaying. And if you all start swaying, you really get in the feel for it. And pretty soon they'll bring out the Jameson and we'll really get swaying. All right. And then Susan's gonna come up and do a little Irish step dancing for you later, so. They may sing of their roses, which by other names would smell just as sweetly, they say. But I know that my rose would never consent to have that sweet name taken away. Her glances are shy whene'er I pass by the bower where my true love grows. My one wish has been that someday I may win a bloom from that wild Irish rose. Here's your last chance. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare to my wild Irish rose, my wild Irish rose. Oh, the dearest flower that grows. And someday, for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. Now, I did say I was singing a little higher. I almost forgot. We don't want anybody to feel left out. So, those of you with higher voices, we're going to go up a little higher now. You ready? We're going to all belt it out for them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare to my wild Irish rose, my wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday, for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from that wild Irish rose. Oh! Lovely, lovely. Oh my goodness. Now, we have a choice now. We could sing one more song that's a bit of a ballad, that's a rowdy ballad, or we could go right onto a sailing ship and haul the sails and go around the world as Irish sailors and make it over to Galway. Would you like to go out to sea first and sing about the mermaid with me? Anybody know that mermaid? You don't know about the mermaids? Well, there's a tradition, a sailor tradition about mermaids that says, if you see a mermaid, it's a bad omen. You know what the omen is? The ship goes down. And I think that was made up because they didn't want the sailors to get distracted thinking about their girlfriends and wives back home and turning all the fish into women and calling them mermaids. So they said, you don't do that. Get back to work. If you do that, we're going to sink. So they probably would sink because they were distracted. But in any case, this is called The Mermaid, another Irish drinking song. You ready for one more of those? Is that okay with you guys? All right. So, and the chorus is fun to sing. You go like this. The ocean waves will roll, the stormy winds may blow, while we poor sailors go skipping from the top, and the landlubbers go down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie below. Okay, you got that more or less? All right. 'Twas Friday morning when we said, you know what I'm gonna do? I think we're gonna do this on the guitar so we can try it a little different key here. This song requires a little more oomph. Anybody want to dance? This is the type of song you dance on the tables. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Oh, well, yeah, I think it's gonna happen. Oh, we almost got Susan up there. She must be really fun when she's had a few. 'Twas Friday morning when we set sail, and we were not far from the land. When our captain he spied a mermaid so fair, with a comb and a glass in her hand. Oh, the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow. We poor sailors go skipping from the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, below, below. The landlubbers lie down below. Well, up spoke the captain of our gallant ship, and a well-spoken man was he. Well, I've got a wife back in Salem town, who tonight a widow may be. And up spoke the cabin boy of our little ship, and a well-spoken lad was he. Well, there's nary a soul back in Salem town who gives a darn about me. And the ocean waves do roll, here we go, and the stormy winds do blow. Nice dancing. We poor sailors go skipping from the top, and those landlubbers lie down below, below, below. Those landlubbers lie down below. Clap your hands for those dancers. Well, up spoke the cook of our gallant ship, and a well-spoken man was he. Well, I care much more for my pots and me pans than I do for the bottom of the sea. And then 3 times round spun our gallant ship, 3 times round spun she. Oh, 3 times round spun our gallant ship, and she sank to the bottom of the sea. Ocean waves, the ocean waves do roll, stormy winds do blow. We poor sailors are skipping from the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, below, below. The landlubbers lie down below, below, below. The landlubbers lie down below. Woo! Couple number 1 and number 2. We have to vote now. By singing a beautiful Irish beautiful ballad, one of my favorites actually. It's called "Red is the Rose." If you know this song, please, please sing it with me. Now, red is the rose. I'll teach you the chorus real quick while I tune the guitar for this particular song. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. Come over the hills, my bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose the rose of love, and I'll make a vow that I'll be your true love forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. 'Twas down by Killarney's green woods that we strayed, and the moon and the stars, they were shining, and the moon shone its rays on her lock of golden hair. And she swore that she'd love me forever. Red is the rose, red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than It's not for the parting with my sister Kate, nor for the grief of me mother, but it's all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass that my heart is breaking forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love is fairer than any. My love is fairer than any. Red is the road. Thank you very much. Joy be with you all, and good night, and thank you, and happy St. Patrick's Day! Yay! All right. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you again. Thank you, and thank you for singing and dancing. You're welcome. My love is fairer